Hey everyone! Hello, hello! I hope you're doing well. Happy greetings to you as I'm on YouTube right now, and then I'll be hopefully posting this on YouTube and Facebook. And I am coming with you today. Greetings from New York. I'm here for my vacation with my family. Right now, I'm with my brother and my father because my mother is with her relatives, her family in Colombia. So, yeah, and I'm here. I went out for a morning walk. I hope you're doing so well. So, thank you for tuning in to this personal power wellness coaching video and little insight into my own day and life today. And the topic is about what to do if you can't do one of your normal routines or habits, like a healthy habit, such as for me today, the example is celery juice. Making celery juice and drinking 16 ounces every day on an empty stomach. And today I don't have celery juice because, hi Christina, because, hola prima. I don't have my celery juice because our juicer is not working. We have two juicers and neither of them is working. So anyway, it's a bit annoying, but what I do now in this case is I've made another video in the past, but what you could do that I've done is if you have celery juice powder, I have had celery juice powder, 16 ounces liquid of coconut water, or I mixed it with 8 ounces of coconut water and then regular cold water, and I put in my celery juice powder. And that has been an alternative for me. But today I am in New York, and our neighborhood here is very heavily concentrated in the Trinidadian, Guyanese, West Indies culture. A lot of people from that area. So they have a lot of fresh coconuts here and a lot of coconut stands, and they sell coconut water. So what I am doing yesterday and today, I started yesterday, is I'm just drinking fresh coconut water because it's the fresh coconut. It's not in a bottle that you buy like a brand. It's just like a humongous mature coconut, not the baby coconut. And I bought yesterday like my coconut water, and then I have it for today. I have 16 ounces. So just to give you an insight into what I mean is this is the coconut water and it has some of the coconut inside, and that's what I do. The reason I choose coconut water is because it has electrolytes. It's a pure substance, only one ingredient, coconut water. It's from the original fruit, so I'm not concerned about it being bottled and already expiring, or how long it's been on a shelf, if it's old, whatever. It's just a pure coconut water. Furthermore, it has electrolytes and it is extremely hydrating. It is refreshing, it's simple, it's really beneficial for the stomach on an empty tummy in the morning or whenever, just to put something that's soothing and beneficial, that isn't harsh. Like, I also have liked my decaf coffee and bitter teas, but they can be harsh on your stomach if you have a sensitive digestive tract or a sensitive stomach lining. So I instead today am doing this celery substitute, and for me it is the coconut water. So this is what I've got, and the reason that I'm sharing this with you today as a message is because I just want to encourage you to stay true as I take a seat here to just, don't give up. If you have habits that you want to sustain and maintain and support, but your environment, wherever you are, the circumstances, maybe you're traveling, maybe you're on holiday, maybe you're staying at a friend's house, or you just had to go out of your usual routine and you can't, make a juice, you can't have a smoothie, you can't eat your healthy food. the things that you would normally have to keep yourself on track and feeling, like you're in a good momentum. So what you do is identify. What I would suggest is, remember why you started doing what you're doing. Remember the reasoning behind it, like why did this even start and why does it feel good still to be doing it, right? And then identify the next best alternative and option. So in my example of today, I usually have a freshly made celery juice that I make at home, 16 ounces at least. And today I'm not having that because I can't, because there is no one around in this neighborhood sells celery juice or any pure good juice for that matter. And our machines are not working, and I could have made it in a blender, but it would have been so labor intensive, and it wouldn't be the same because you'd still have to add water, and then you'd have to sift it and pass it through a mesh or a nut milk bag. So it's just like I was thinking this morning, how would I go about that? And it didn't seem feasible. So, or it is feasible, but it just wasn't the process that I thought would be ultimately producing the result I really wanted for all that effort. So the cost benefit didn't really, favor that option. So simple. It costs a little bit of extra money, but it's worth it for a few days. And if you think about how much we spend for junk food, for food in general, takeaway, going out to restaurants, eating out, even on transportation to go to places to eat out. All of those costs, we don't even consider them, but if you add it all up, it can come out to be thousands of dollars in a year and hundreds of dollars in a month. So it's about investing our money where it's worth investing it in. So coconut water, I would highly recommend it. I love having it. And coconut water, you can find it in so many places around the world that are more tropical. It has the electrolytes, which is good for balancing out your levels in the body. In terms of regulating the balance between sodium and potassium, and the minerals to ensure a good balance. I can't really explain it scientifically right now without researching it a little bit more completely, so I give you good information. But it does keep you hydrated. Athletes use coconut water a lot to rehydrate and keep their water intake sufficient especially with the heat and with exhaustion if you're going through a summertime in the world. So, hi Madusha. Hey dear, thanks for tuning in. I'm just talking about the fact that I didn't have celery juice today because our juicers, the juice machines here at home in New York, are not working. And it started yesterday. I tried to make a juice. I wanted to make a video and it was not feasible. So, my plan B, which I encourage you, find your plan Bs in these scenarios, such as my plan B was to just drink pure coconut water that I get from the coconut itself, which is cut right in front of me here in the neighborhood. And you might have similar alternatives. Another option that I've done in the past is that I have had celery juice powder. I no longer have that powder. I finished it, but I would combine 2 scoops of that powder to be equivalent to this portion of 16 ounces. And then I would combine it with coconut water, and it would be amazing. It would be really good, and I feel good. At least I had something. And I know it's hydrating, it's good for my skin, it's good for my blood, it's healthy and beneficial for my stomach, especially if you have bloating or you have gastric reflux or any digestive issues. It just helps to keep things as simple as possible when you begin the day and you start feeding yourself. And as you go forward, just to leave you with a parting thought is that you don't have to give up on your plan or your project or your habits, your healthy habits, if you can't do it perfectly 100%. Another parallel example is exercising, right? You might have your routine where you exercise an ideal amount of time in an ideal type of setting and you do your thing. But then when you go out of your comfort zone, it's not feasible to do that. So thank you for the hearts. I love you too. So it's not feasible to do your healthy habit, like maybe going for your regular walk for 30 minutes or 1 hour, or your jog or your bike ride or your swimming, or you have a baby and your baby was up all night and you're exhausted, but you're like, I still need to get out there and do something. You can just go for a 15-minute walk. You can just walk around your backyard a few laps, just walking around, listen to some music. It's your house, so you can put music in the background, or you can walk around your neighborhood if it's decent enough for that, if it's suitable for walking around. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, even 10 minutes, whatever you can budget with your time. If you can't go to your big gym, for example, that's okay. Go to the gym that you do have available if you have one. Otherwise, do your gym stuff at home. You can do push-ups, you can do jumping jacks in place, you can do mountain climbers, you can do ab exercises. If you have any dumbbells or you have any workout bars, any lifting equipment, if you have any pull-up bars, you can do those things. But if you don't, you can just get a workout with body weight, using your body parts, which can be exhausting enough. So it's just a matter of us doing it, right? We don't have to give up completely just because. And another parallel to this is with diet. Like if you have a diet that you're following, or you have a plan that you want to stick to, but then for instance, you go off plan and you have a cookie, or if you're trying to do keto, for example. I don't do keto, but as an example of another polar extreme of what I do. If you were doing like a high fat, high protein, low carb, and then you break it and you're like, no, I need to have like some regular cake, or I just need to have the carbs or whatever in this time. So fine, you had it. Maybe you regret it. Besides how you might feel physically and mentally and emotionally, the point is you don't have to throw in the whole bucket. You don't have to give up completely for the rest of the day. Just stay calm, take a deep breath, just know that it happened, it's over. Besides, guilt or regret or, wanting to punish yourself, whatever, don't focus on that right now, but just keep going on your plan. Just get back on plan. Just stay the course, just the rest of the day. You don't have to act like, well, now I'm just going to give up completely and throw the baby out with the bathwater. You don't throw your baby out with the bathwater. If you have a baby, you know that, right? You keep your baby and you throw out the water, the dirty water. So whatever you ate might be the dirty water, the dirty food, the dirty thing you did. You just throw it out with the water, let it go away, let it go. It'll be fine. It will be okay. You're not the first person in the whole world to do this. It won't be the last time, maybe. And it's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person. It does not make you a bad person. It does not make you a guilty person, or like, you're horrible and now you deserve to punish yourself. No. You're fine. You are a regular human who was faced with the pleasure trap. It's unavoidable. Your body needed that pleasure. Your mind needed that pleasure. And it was difficult for you to overcome the temptation when you were looking at it, whatever it is. Let that go and maybe come back to it at a later time to analyze what you were going through mentally, the process, in case you want to fix that for the future, and then just keep to the next best alternative. the next best option for your next meal, for your next day, and just keep going. All right, so that's it for now. I shall finish the coconut. It's very nice, very mild, no complications. I feel no, like I'm not confused within me about having this. Like sometimes it happens to us where you do something else that's off plan and you feel kind of like confused and conflicted, like you're not 100% sure, and you become to feel insecure. Like, oh, like I feel like I'm not doing it good enough, like this isn't good enough, and like things are gonna go bad, like something bad is gonna happen. But not necessarily. You're welcome, Madusha. But not necessarily. Just know that you can make an option that leaves you feeling good. It's just keeping on the course. Just keep it going. Don't just throw up your hands in the air and be like, oh, well, F it. I can't do this, so I might as well just like take it easy and everything else. That kind of mindset, that attitude and thinking is not going to be exactly very empowering, and it won't augment your feeling of confidence and wherewithal to continue to do things confidently such that you make good decisions. Because if you feel like, well, I'm just gonna give up completely for like 10 days or 3 weeks and then it's not my fault. Like, well, there are other things you can do. And you're not, unless you're completely, you cannot afford like a coconut water from a real coconut, which would probably be equally expensive as a bottled thing in the store, or less expensive even because it's the original item, the original fruit, or the original thing, whatever it is. If you can afford it, go for it. Make that investment. See things as investments, not as costs, not as, oh, I'm wasting or losing money or like, spending all my money. See it more as a smart investment, as a deliberate choice that I'm choosing to do this because this is benefiting me in my mind, my health, my body, and my spirit. In a way, because it keeps you feeling good, it enhances your feelings of well-being, and thus you feel more as a productive human in the world. You engage better with other people, and you're giving your best. You're presenting your best just naturally, without effort. It's because it's who you are. So I hope that really helps. I'm glad to share this message with you today, and eventually, ultimately, maybe it's good that the juicing machine did not work because it gave me the opportunity to do the next best thing, which was making this video whilst I share the coconut water that I'm having. So instead of CJ, I'm having CW. So that's it for now. I will let you go. Have a great evening or a great day and a great life whenever you listen to this. Thanks for tuning in, and remember that you can find the next best option in any scenario. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it won't be perfect according to your standards, but it will be something, and you will have taken action, and you will have been tactical and strategic about how to proceed with these circumstances that you are facing and might continue to face. And thus, you will feel better, have a better day, and feel yourself to be a better person in life. And that only matters because you feel good about you and about your life. So, thanks again. I'll see you soon. And if you have any other comments, anything you want me to talk about next time, do let me know and I can cover that in a future transmission. Lots of love. Thank you for tuning in. Take care of your health because it's the only thing that keeps us going in this life. Bye from Jen at Personal Power Wellness Coaching. Lots of love. And I think I will finish now. See? Huh. Now I just don't know how to finish it. Now I can end it. Bye, everyone.